Hello Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading for August 7th to the 13th. This is for Pisces Sun and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cult across spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading. Pisces, I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So Pisces, this is a big week. This is a big week with not a lot of aspects happening, but they're really significant, impactful, major aspects. Okay, if you saw your monthly reading, I said that August is a month of breakthroughs. It's a lot of like feeling free, a lot of transformation, especially coming after, you know, a lot of other bigger aspects, especially the changing of the nodes. Now, 2 days I really want you to pay attention to that you will feel a lot. Okay, the first is the 9th, when Venus squares Uranus. So we've already had a couple of these. These are really exciting. It really is these moments of breakthrough where it's more about like authenticity, where you feel really authentic, where you do things that are, you know, more aligned with what you want. All right, so releasing a lot of things, but also having even mental clarity as well. All right, a lot of mental clarity in terms of and communicating the things that you want as well, and that is a big thing for you, Pisces. It's a really big thing for you. The reason why this day is actually really big is on the same day, unlike the other Venus-Uranus squares that have happened, this day, Mercury is trining Jupiter this day. All right, so this is absolutely amazing. Mercury trining Jupiter. Trines basically are, it's when the planets are they're 120 degrees apart. And trines are very supportive. They're very harmonious. They're really special. All right, we're having only 2 next year, Mercury trining Jupiter. About 5 this year. So these are so basically this day is a day where you may have not only like a big breakthrough, you may hear really good news. Remember, Mercury is the messenger. Jupiter is a planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, wisdom, belief. So really great stuff happening on this day. All right, now you have to remember that both you know how I said Venus is squaring Uranus, Mercury is trining Jupiter. Both Uranus and Jupiter are in your 3rd house right now. All right, so it could have to do with, you know, again, communication, how you communicate. A lot of writing energy there if you're a writer. A lot of maybe even learning new things around this time. 3rd house also involves short distance travel. You could have some sort of clarity, or you could even be coming back from a trip or going on a trip. It's also siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors too. So there could be some moments with neighbors, but even still, whether or not, it really is just a big day where you may feel a little bit more social. There could be contracts around this time. All right, maybe some contracts being discussed or being proposed, or even you know, things that are could be the next big step in your life. If you think about your monthly forecast, it was a really big one. All right, now the second day I really want you to pay attention to, Pisces, is the 13th, is when the sun is conjuncting Venus. Big aspect. All right, this is a Kazemi that we really love. Now the reason why this one is really huge and really special is I want you to think about the placements. First, I want you to think about the sun, really hot and fiery, right? Literally. Think about Venus, hot and fiery, right? Now the sun is in Leo, Venus is in Leo. Think about Leo, a fire sign that's very fiery. So this is a very fiery day. It's again, if for you, it's really like moments of clarity. It's moments of clarity. It's really understanding what brings me pleasure now. All right, think about Venus, matters of the heart, but also love, money, sex, obviously, also creativity. But really, again, this is a sense of like this week there are some breakthroughs that are going to happen. All right, there are going to be some breakthroughs. Remember, Uranus is at play here, so a lot of things that could be unexpected as well. But these are two really, really gorgeous aspects, great aspects I love. Now, you may feel it a lot. Remember what I said earlier, well, in your last reading, Mars and Mercury are currently in Virgo, which means that is your seventh house. So there's a lot of like, you could be paying a lot of attention to your partnerships right now, okay? Partnerships and relationships, whether work, career, business, or love, okay? Or love matters at home. The other thing is Venus is still retrograde in Leo, all right? So this is in your sixth house. There could be things that you're reconsidering, reassessing. Sixth house is everyday activities, your habits, your routines. Or it could be a routine that you're breaking, or a habit that you're breaking. Something to move forward again in terms of what's going to bring you pleasure, what's going to bring you joy right now. All right. The sixth house also does rule work. So again, work could be on your mind for a lot of Pisces. But there, you're just going through a lot of changes. You have to remember that Saturn and Neptune are in your sign right now. All right. They're retrograde, but they're still in your sign. But with all these retrogrades, it really is a good time to think about reassessing, reevaluating, rethinking, reconsidering a lot of matters that's going on in your life. Okay, so Pisces, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you for August 7th to the 13th. Again, this is for Pisces Sun and rising. If you know your birth chart, if you are Pisces rising, and I always say if you want to read for other aspects like your moon, your Venus, you're welcome to. Venus is really at play this week. I would recommend Venus, but even still, if you want more clarity, but even still, Pisces, let's go ahead and get started. See what's going on for you for August 7th to the 13th. Now, Pisces, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Really brings the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Pisces, you're amazing. Thanks so much for being here. You know, another thing that's happening is Lionsgate portal. I didn't mention that in my monthly forecast because I knew they were going to go long, but it really is, we are at a time of big transformations happening, big shifts happening. This is also like a really big cosmic shift. It's when Sirius, the Earth, and Orion constellation, it's a thing. It's basically this major alignment, and it is this. You can call it like a cosmic awakening. You can call it ascension, but it's happening around the time of all these other big planetary aspects. These big shifts that have been happening since June, July, even now. So that's been going on. That'll be happening all week. And then some people refer to it as 8/8 because the peak of it is on August 8th. Okay, it's on August 8th, and that would be Tuesday. So you will be feeling this like awakening. I mean, it really is a big thing, and the reason why it's called Lionsgate is because it's when the sun is in Leo. All right, so Pisces, you look at all right, you every time, you're good. I mean. You're good every time. You get me. Listen, this is great. You are moving into, you're learning a lot about yourself. It's like empowerment energy. Listen, you did get temperance. Let's get started. You got temperance in your past. So, this is really great. There's a sense of peace and calm, tranquility with this card. You see Archangel Michael here with the little sun on his forehead. Okay. And so, really just like right on that pineal gland, a lot of intuitive energy, a lot of equilibrium. There's a lot of balance in this card. When I say balance, your physical world, all right, but also in your internally, like mind, body, soul, right? All that balance. I really love it. It's almost like it's like this is a month of slowdowns, right? With the retrogrades, again, giving you this time to catch your breath after the crazy aspects that have been happening. So this is really great because you're in aligned with that right now. It's like you're not trying to force anything. You are really like taking this seriously. You are really rethinking a lot of things in your life. All right. And so I love this because you did get the Six of Swords in your future. I'm sorry, in the heart of your spread. And I love it when the Six of Swords comes in the heart of the spread because this is all about moving forward. Six also the heart of the tree of life. Six is harmony, all right? It is beauty. I mean, it's coming right after temperance. This is absolutely amazing. So this is the card. Look at my finger here. You see the turbulent water? You are moving forward now. You are moving forward from anything that has been challenging, anything that has been, especially mentally, right? Swords are the mental suit, okay? So there's a lot of comfort with this card. You can see the ferryman actually with his family, all right? You can see the swords are in front of the boat, okay, protecting them. And again, you can see the sea from this point forward. It is crystal clear. It's like glass. I mean, there is no undulation. There are no waves that are going to like knock you down. So you are good. You're moving into like when I say, I talked about clarity. There's a lot of just clarity now. I know what I want. I know what's going to bring me pleasure. You're going to have those moments this week, but you're also going to move from things that you realize have been holding you back. I absolutely love that. A lot of relationship energy here. I want you to know that too, okay? Remember I said Mars and Mercury are in Virgo in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Big time, big time. So some of y'all could be moving from relationships, okay? And again, it's all about ascending. So, if you are looking for a new job, it could be the fact that you're leaving your relationship with the company, moving into another position, another company, getting promoted. This is great, but you did get the Knight of Cups in your challenge area. So what's really interesting, Pisces, I don't know if you know this, but the Knight of Cups is Pisces, all right? So keep that in mind. Knights are mutable, cups are water, all right? You're the mutable water sign. So Knight of Cups is Pisces. Now, he's someone who is just... we call him the knight in shining armor. He's very romantic. He's very like into the arts, and he's very imaginative. He's very Pisces. Okay, he's very Pisces. You can even see the fish on his armor. All right, your symbol right there. All right, and they're red for passion and power. All right, so it is in your challenge area. So two things here. One, there could be a disconnect with a relationship that's happening right now, all right? And this is something that you are reevaluating and rethinking. And I want you to think about where that is in your life, okay? Some Pisces, it may be career. Some Pisces, it may be something with, maybe a business venture that you want to launch, or maybe if you own a business, you have clients. And again, it could be with love, okay? And domestic partners and love, all right? So there could be some sort of disconnect that you are thinking about this week, all right, with that relationship. Secondly is this is a week where when I said Venus is really at play this week, Venus, matters of the heart, Venus, all about love and passion. This is a week where people may just be carried away with like feeling that love. Those movies where, maybe not even movies, but cartoons, where you see like, I don't know, the cartoon cat like he sees like this beautiful mouse and his, you see the hearts in his eyes, literally like these. It's kind of like that. This is like that kind of it will feel like that kind of week. So it is saying that you could be like on cloud 9 in a really great way, but in a way where you still may need to like come down to earth a little bit, all right? Just a little bit. I want you to feel good this week. And Venus is in Leo. Doesn't matter that it's retrograde. Venus is in Leo, all right? And that is love. That's fun. That's pleasure. So I want you to have fun. But again, just bring it down a little bit. Now, you did get the King of Wands in your crown. Love the fact that you got the King of Wands in your crown. Speaking of Venus and Leo, there you go. King of Wands. He is Leo, all right? He is the fun king. Came up in your crown, so there is a sense of you where you just want to be on top of your passions, okay? Even like your creativity, your creative efforts, creating things, your ideas. Remember, Mercury is at play this week with trining Jupiter. A lot of this is going to go toward your passions, all right? A lot of it will go toward career as well. He is the entrepreneur. He is the, he's very inspiring. He's very influential. He's really worked his way to sit in this throne. Very transformative energy that comes with the King of Wands. All right. So I really love that. It's like, that's where your head's at right now, is sitting in this throne on top of your passions, but also like, such a lively week. First of all, the wands are invigorating. They are very enlivening. And I'm getting this energy of you just like, you just can't sit still this week. There's just so much happening, and And it's really nice, especially with the Six of Swords in the heart of your spread, where you're finally like, you have this moment of freedom, right? Just feeling just really good. Absolutely love this for you. Now, you also got the Magician. I don't like to gosh, I usually after the monthly, I know a lot of y'all haven't seen your monthly forecast yet, so I don't want to spoil anything, but if you did see your monthly forecast, I mean, can we share some winks here? Can we share some winks? Wink, wink. I don't know how to wink, but was big. It's let's just say this is a big deal that he showed up again. Okay, showed up again, but in your main spread, this is huge. Okay, this is huge. This is saying that it has happened. You have manifested a lot of things. You have really put wheels in motion now for your passions, for the things that you want. All right, he has the Magician first, has the power to manifest whatever he wants, and this is a card of action. So it's showing that if you haven't already, take action toward the things that you want. You have all tools of tarot at your disposal. You see the cups, the pentacles, the wands, the swords. Where do you want to direct that energy, Pisces? Is it love? Is it career? Is it confidence? Is it, where do you want to direct that energy? You have that power. He's got the infinity symbol over his head, okay? It is a circle 8, right? Remember I said Lionsgate 8-8. So this is very special, very special. I love that the Magician appeared, and the Magician, as we know, kicks off the Fool's journey, the hero's journey, your journey. So there's a sense of this newness that you're moving into. I absolutely love this. And then, boom, you got the Lovers in your future. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing because remember what I said. Mars and Mercury in Virgo in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Now, I'm going to point something out here. You see Archangel Raphael. He's the one, first of all, he's the healer, okay? He's the healer. Secondly, he's the one who's gifting the love to, we're going to call them Adam and Eve here, all right? So, it's up to you because this is you, all right? Up to you. What you're going to have this opportunity in partnerships and relationships, okay? Up to you to decide what to do with that, all right? Especially if you are here for love, what to do with that love. Again, it is a week of ascending, but for some of y'all, you may have to leave a relationship to move into a relationship that helps you ascend. And some of y'all will be doing that, all right? Some of y'all will be ascending in terms of maybe getting a promotion. Maybe you're, partnering up with another firm. Maybe you are, getting a raise. But it's also, again, you may be deciding to leave something for something new. But it's all about these breakthroughs, all about this sense of freedom, all right? A lot of y'all, and if you're not here for love or career, this is just your spiritual journey too. This is your spiritual journey. And I want you to know that. First of all, another 6 here, okay? Now, in the Tree of Life, 6 is, like I said, the heart of the Tree of Life. That's where the sun sits. And then you do have the sun here. And the sun is optimism. It is vitality, growth, and abundance. It's so great. The other thing I'm going to point out, you see Adam looking at Eve, Eve looking at the Archangel. That's conscious, subconscious, super conscious, okay? You could think that is like mind, body, spirit. Like I said earlier, you started off with that with Temperance, and now you've got it with the Lovers in your future. So this is, again, your spiritual journey, your spiritual growth. This is Trinity at play. This is you, all right? You connecting with the higher self, your higher self, divine awareness, love, right? Transcending time and space itself. Like, you're good, Pisces. This is absolutely amazing. You're really good. Let's get to your stuff. Pisces, if you if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. Y'all really make my day. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you. So I am truly grateful, and I do appreciate it. So, Pisces, oh my gosh. Wow. Again, you leave me speechless. Like you're due. Okay, so I'm going to show you something here. So first of all, you got the Seven of Swords. All right. So really, again, if you feel, you know what? Let me just tell it to you straight. You have some of y'all may be. Remember how I said some of y'all may be like in a headspace where you're up in the clouds and it's you're moving through this week like with your heart and following you're that cat with the big heart eyes. Remember to just pull it down a little bit, but also face any of your truth, any of your realities. If you are in this place, don't do it to avoid things that you have to do. Again, there's a sense of responsibility that comes up with the Six of Swords, and then you have the Lovers here. A sense of responsibility, okay, for your soul journey. So if there is like a conversation you have to have about like if you are going to, if you're in a relationship that that you're not happy in, like you're going to have to, instead of just like not talking to that person and just being dismissive, like actually have a conversation saying this isn't working and then moving forward, right? Like it's just really not just being honest with yourself at this point, okay? And that's just an example. I mean, ask yourself like, if there's something this week that you have to face, let's face it, okay? No turning back. Let's just face it to move forward, all right? You even see him here looking back. We want to look forward, okay? The other thing is that there could be some of y'all where you may feel like doing something a little naughty. I'm not going to lie. That's, let's just remember, just just come back down from the clouds just a little bit. You don't have to come all the way down, okay? Just enough for you to just see a little bit and like, okay, I got to take care of this. And but it is a week where you could be just a little like thinking I'm gonna get away with this, right? So just keep that in mind. You always want to think about your karma. We're always working with our karma every day, all right? Karma is not, it's not static. It's constantly moving just like us, and we're constantly working with our karmas. So now you've got the Six of Cups in your external factors area. This is a card like you're good. Come on. This is I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something later, but this is all about kindness. This is all about like sharing, but it's also like really just letting your guard down. And there is a sense of you doing that this week. Remember how I said, like I started from the beginning, this sense of like feeling free and just like this activeness and really just feeling good. There you go. Okay. Now, Venus is retrograde in Leo. And like I said in my past readings, a lot of people from our past come back, okay? And so that could be happening for you this week, okay? There could be people coming back from your past, and you have to ask yourself, why is this happening? Like, what am I supposed to learn from this? Is there something that I must communicate with this situation? But this is the card of nostalgia, so it is showing, it came into your external factors area right next to the Lovers card. So it could have to do something with partnerships for some Pisces, okay? It really just, every Pisces is different. Every Pisces has a different birth chart. So however that resonates with you, I want you to think about that. But it really is also just saying like, let your guard down, okay? Let your guard, it's almost like a force of the universe, a force of nature that's happening right now, where it is letting you tap into your inner child and allowing you to feel free and feel, just this feel good energy. Now, you did get the Queen of Swords, which I love, okay? Because it is saying that there is that sense of well, two things here. One, there is this sense of, okay, you have your head, you're on cloud nine, but you still need to put a little bit of clarity, thinking, having like the good judgment, not letting your emotions cloud your judgment, right? I mean, her head is above the clouds, right? Queen of Swords is very much like the Libra, like the Justice card. They're both ruled by Libra, actually. And so now with you having the Lovers here, Knight of Cups in your challenge area, and then even with the Seven of Swords here, with the Queen of Swords, there is, because she is ruled by Libra, Libra is a native ruler of the 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So again, that could be a big thing for y'all this week. All right, especially with all that activity in Virgo, right? That it's gonna be a thing for y'all. But again, if it's not, it's having that clarity. But then some of y'all actually just don't want to. You're living off this like euphoric this week. It's just like gonna feel good. And again, these aspects are pretty major, and it's just there's this feeling of freedom for y'all. I really love it. But ultimately you're gonna have to make some sort of choice or decision, but you're honestly like really good as long as you are honest with yourself. Okay. And then lastly, you got the 6 of Pentacles. So this one of my favorite cards is all about gratitude. It's having that gratitude, understanding the balance of like giving and receiving. I want you to ask that too. All right, ask yourself that this week. That may help, you know, bring you down from cloud 9 a little bit. Is the asking like, where in my life, or am I at a point in my life, or do I recognize, you know, that gratitude and the sense of giving and receiving? Like, am I giving, and not getting anything in return? Or am I waiting to receive and not giving anything at all, right? Or you know what I mean? Like, so understanding that balance. You even see the scale, right, in his hand, all right? But with the 6 of Pentacles coming up in your final outcome, if you have, it really is Pentacles, money and wealth, okay? So that could be a big thing for y'all, especially when you think about how the North Node moved into Aries in your 2nd house of salary. So some of y'all may be having this moment where there is some money coming in. It could, you know, honestly could be through partnerships, right? Because that's a big thing. But also it could be you spreading this wealth. Spreading this, you know, wealth of knowledge. If it's not, you know, you donating or whatever, like this wealth of knowledge that you have, or, you know, just that, however that relates to you, but just spreading this goodness. I really love that. Now, the thing I was going to point out that it stood out the most for me. You got the 6 of Swords. You got the Lovers, which is a 6. You got the 6 of Cups, and you got the 6 of Pentacles. You got 4 6s here. You got 4 6s. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I really love that. Even if you, you know, 4 times 6 is 24. 4 plus 2 is 6. I mean, like, if you're into numerology, keep that in mind. Remember, 6 is the heart of the tree of life. 6 is the center pillar. It's the middle path. It's beauty. It's harmony. And when I say beauty, sure, Venus is at play here. Venus represents beauty, okay? But seeing the beauty in all things. You have this wonderful spread. I mean, like, the only thing that's missing is the 6 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, 6 of Wands. But even still, like, you have force. I mean, this is big. This is really big. Pisces, I'm not going to lie. This is really great. There is going to be some activity with partnerships for sure. Okay. And again, that can be, you know, even if you're, you know, Pisces, even if you're, let's say, looking to move, okay, you get a realtor. That's a partnership right there, right? So keep in mind, like, you know, those partnerships. But even still, oh, sorry, these are in the wrong place. Even still, there's a lot of just like this feel good, like you are having fun, tapping into your inner child. It's almost like this, any sense of burden is gone. Like you're great. You're great. I honestly would also say this is one of your best weekly readings. I mean, the energy that comes from it is really strong, but also the feeling that comes from it, it's like just feel good, like nirvanic, like it, like this is amazing. Okay. I come on with all those 6s. This is a big deal. But anyway, listen, Pisces, I know where am I? Okay, cool. I'm trying to keep these to 30 minutes. Thanks so much for tuning in, Pisces. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going on in Pisces. If you're a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Next week, we have the big new moon. We have a really big new moon, okay? That is going to be in Leo. It's coming after like a very harsh aspect, but you know, again, it's in your 6th house, so there could be some new thing that comes through in terms of work, all right, in terms of even health matters, right? There's like maybe you start a new fitness routine, a new diet, or you know, maybe even you even get a pet, all right. 6th house rules pets, all right. So and of course everyday matters activities. But Pisces, thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you next week. Bye bye.